this is Paul, and I have Kay with me from our Information Services team. Hi, Kay.
Hello, Paul.
We're going to talk to you today a little bit about an exciting digital resource. You might have seen it advertised on the telly, and it's all to do with genealogy. If you are into researching your family tree, you will love it. So to get there, you've got to click on the Digital Resources tab, and when you click on that on our library website, you're faced with this screen. And what you need to do is come down to this section here called History and Biography. Clicking on that brings up a screen that looks a little bit like this. Ta-da! And at the very top of the screen you can see Ancestry Library Edition. Now the key thing with this resource is, unlike some of our other resources, you can only use this one in our buildings. So there is no search from home link, there's purely only the search in library. So come on in and use one of our computers and click on Search in Library to get hold of Ancestry Library Edition. So this is a library version of the Ancestry.com service that you might have seen advertised on the telly. And after what seems like a rather long time while we talk to you about it, you'll see that the screen starts to load up with a library version of Ancestry Library. Here it is here. So because we're in New Zealand, we thought we'd just focus on a couple of things that are particular to New Zealand researchers that would be of interest to you. And the best way to find the New Zealand content is to head up to this search button and click on search. Now, because I'm in the library, sometimes you get the extra pop-up that says, "Are you sure you want to go there?" And I'll just say yes. That probably won't happen to you, but it happens to me, so here we are. And you get this interesting map which defaults to the United States, but along here you can see there's options to choose and explore by location, and clearly we want to head across to Australia and New Zealand. When you're at that point, you can see that there is an option to drill down and look at all the New Zealand content that's on offer within the Ancestry Library service. So I'll click on that link and just give you a feel for some of the data collections on offer. And you can see there are voter and census lists. You can check out the Australia-New Zealand obituary collection. Somebody had fun putting that one together. The New Zealand military are represented, schools, directories, churches, the list goes on. Another thing I'd like to show you too, just briefly, if we head back to that map and I go back to Australia, New Zealand, there's this wonderful collection called the Anne Brommel collection, and it covers a period from the mid-1800s right through to the latter part of the 20th century. Anne was a prolific collector. She spent about 20 years according to the Blue Paper, scouring the nooks and crannies of New Zealand archives. So you can tap into quite a few data collections that leverage off Anne's work. I'm going to choose one in particular. Let's go have a look at, say, the nominal rolls for New Zealand Army World War II. And when we select that, you can get down into a typical kind of give us your name, your surname, etc. At this point I should just bring in our guru Kay, who's sitting on the sidelines watching all this with fascination. And Kay, any thoughts from the commentary team so far?
It's all going really well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, yes. Kay's got plenty of words of wisdom there. So we're going to look for the word Smith, which I can't type, S-M-I-T-H, because I can't think of anything else original. And we'll just call up from this particular roll families with the surname of Smith. Here's the screen. Pretty cool. We'll choose Alan Smith's record and just see what kind of information we can get when we click on that. You'll see there's a bit of a preview pop-up that appears, which gives us a feel for his relationship, whereabouts in the role he was, his last known residence, etc. And if we click on View Record, besides that data, the really neat thing is that you can view the original image. So if I click on the actual picture of the role, we open up to a fresh screen, which if you haven't used before, you're just going to love. And there's the ability to zoom in and out and to share this content. I think you can email it to yourself. You can do a whole bunch of things. So that is just a very quick once-over lightly of Ancestry Library Edition. It is a free service available to members of Dunedin Public Libraries, but the key thing is that you need to come into the building to use it. Check it out and talk to the Information Services team if you need any other information.